welcome back to another movie review. So today we are talking about David Brent, Life on the Road, which is the sequel to the British version of The Office, which I also just finished watching. I think was the last media review that I posted before this, so makes sense to just do this one now while it's still fresh in my mind, before I forget details or anything, so made sense. Plus, I mean, more Ricky Gervais is always a good thing in my book. The first thing, just right off the bat with this one, is how much more likable across the board most of the characters are. Because in the first one, besides Ricky's character himself, I really didn't like or resonate with any of them, whereas this one, I kind of liked all of them for the most part. So that was already an upgrade. Maybe it's because it was more modern and cast better, I don't know, but I liked it better just straight off the bat for that alone. Now, the plot premise of this one. Well, first off, I should mention it's filmed in the style of a mockumentary, kind of like Spinal Tap, kind of like, I'm trying to think of another good example, like Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, like things like that. It's very much in that same vein as those type of movies. So, let me take a sip of my coffee, hold on. I know, I keep getting really out of breath because we still have the smoke from the wildfires right now, so still messing with me. But anyways, so basically this is, I don't know how many years on this is supposed to be at this point for canonically with the story, because I know how many years it's been between obviously the show and now, but I don't know if in the show and movie universe if it's supposed to have been that much time or not, but regardless, so David is once again the heart of another documentary this time, and basically they want to follow his music career this time. So even though he's been floundering in an office job just to make ends meet, selling like sanitary products, bathroom products, things like that, I mean, obviously he's not happy in his work. I mean, he's like a goofball in the office, and at least now he's got one buddy that's on his side that way, but generally he's more or less in about the same place he always was with that, still getting in trouble with HR, still getting in trouble for being politically incorrect, you know, the usual with him, but, so he decides he's going to reform his old band, and he's going to go on tour, which goes about as one would expect for him. It goes about the way everything else in his life always has. Which, I mean, I feel bad laughing, that's kind of the entire point, but, yeah, basically, even in this band, he's still viewed the same way as he always was in his office jobs, where he thinks he's, like, the greatest thing ever, but everyone around him kind of not so secretly hates him, and tolerates him just enough to get by in their work, but beyond that, they really would rather not deal with him if they could help it. But he is just, like, oblivious to all of it. And he's still writing songs in the same vein that he was on the show. Oh, yes. And apparently now, in real life, there is an actual soundtrack album that was just released that, I'm gonna see if it's on Spotify, because I know that it's on iTunes, I believe it's on Amazon, but I want to see if it's on Spotify, because if it is, I can review it for you guys. If it's not, then it may be a while. But anyway, so... Anyways, yeah, he's still writing these songs that are based off of mundane everyday things, but usually are somehow still wildly inappropriate, and I think it's gone along with the times of things that are deemed even more socially inappropriate today than the ones that were on the original show, because I was sitting there on a couple of them just like, oh no! Oh no, he did not just say that, oh no! Even though I was laughing my ass off, I'm just like, did he really just go there? Did he really just go there? He really just went there. Oh my god. Holy shit. I mean, I think the epitome of that, it wasn't in one of the songs, it was like, after one of the shows, he was like really drunk or something. And he won't stop saying the N-word, and I was like, oh shit, this is so uncomfortable to hear somebody just blurt that out so nonchalantly in this day and age. I mean, we've all been so conditioned to you don't say that word, where you suddenly hear somebody say it, it's like, like, I mean, I am hard to shock. I am hard to offend. And while I wouldn't say I was offended by that, I will say I was shocked by it. And I was just like, I, like, had this moment of just, like, deer in the headlights of, oh my god, basically begging and pleading with the universe, please don't let Kimmy walk in this room at this moment. Oh god, thankfully she did not. She did walk in, however, in the middle of the Jamaican reggae song. Yeah, and I was just like, shit, pause, please, for the love of God, pause, come on, computer, stop lagging. Little mini panic attack there because of that. But, anyways, so, yeah, it goes over about as well as one would expect, but the twist of where it went differently from the show, he actually kind of gets a happy ending in this one. I mean, it's not like all sunshine and roses, but somebody actually does like him by the end of this thing. I was like, aww, that's so sweet. Aw, there is somebody for everybody. But, I don't know, I thought it was really sweet. I thought it was nice that they ended on a note like that. I also found it interesting that this still follows the formula of virtually everything Ricky Gervais is ever in that it always seems to end with a Christmas special kind of thing, even though this is a movie, so obviously it wasn't a special on its own, but it did have its own Christmas scene in it towards the end of it, so it was like, still following the same formula. Nice. I'm not being sarcastic, I was just like, alright, spot on, okay. So, I don't know, overall, I feel like I liked the movie a lot better than I did the show. And part of it is just the overall cast, but part of it is also the subject matter being music-based. Obviously, for me, that's a lot more interesting than something office-based. I've never worked in an office. I've never worked outside my own home, basically, aside from babysitting jobs. So, you know, seeing something like this caters to my interests of all the bands that I follow versus a world I know literally nothing of firsthand. And I may be in the minority there, maybe not, I don't know, but I actually really enjoyed this movie. So I'm going to go ahead and rate this a 4 out of 5. The only reason that I don't rate it a perfect 5 out of 5, I don't know, something about the pacing still felt a little off in spots. Not all of it. A lot of it was just fine, but parts of it just, I can't really put it into words exactly what I'm trying to describe here with it, other than just that something felt a little bit off with it. Not massively, not to the point where it's detrimental to the overall thing, really, but at the same time, I can't technically give it a perfect score when this is something that I did notice on and off through the whole thing. But apart from that, I really have no complaints with it, and I really enjoyed it, and I will probably watch it again a few more times, but anyways. Yeah, if you like Ricky, and you haven't seen this yet, I think you should definitely give it a watch. Even if you didn't watch the original series, I think more or less, knowing just the gist of that show, you could go into this movie and follow along perfectly easily without feeling like you missed anything, because the rest of the cast, the characters, it, like, has nothing to do with this movie, so you're not missing a thing there. So, anyways, that is it from me for this one. So as usual, you guys know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below, make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Etsy, everything and more, it's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway guys, till next time, bye-bye.